Wow, and they are now out missing out on that stun. Wow. What a timing.
Obviously, when I switch stuff. Alright, so the stream is back up.
Oh wait, welcome back. Yeah, what did you miss? You did miss a stun. it right happened after the stream dropped. You missed the stun. Amazing.
I'm sorry again. I said earlier at the beginning of the run that the game was dropping a lot
Stop
of
blocking.
Down me so I can just stuff.
Can I just mention that you are doing a quite insane fight here?
Well, I have probably the best gear for this fight right now available.
Because this is actually going so clean. Okay, Rose died. Not so clean.
Well, it's not like it matters anyway because everyone is going to get revived.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter, but about the clean. It was just about the cleanness, because this is actually going like super well. Salamander's AI behaves like this, that he's always targeting the character with the lowest HP. So he is actually sniping and focusing on low HP targets. And welcome Flamberg, and welcome Amortization Mystic Arts.
Totally doesn't cost a billion of...
Now, we're not just having increased stats under Amortization and insane skills, no, we even have Mystic Arts, and they do damage. A lot.
Well, a lot. For Zestiria standards.
Yeah, okay, for the Styria standard, a lot.
Like, well, Berseria was basically just do all the damage you want, or you ever imagine, and beyond that, Zestiria is the complete opposite.
So probably got the best unfairings for Medusa right now since it has snack tag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Yeah, the next upcoming boss fight is an additional difficulty spike, because the amount of HP that gets ramped up on that boss is way more than between like Griffin and Salamander.
Yeah, I believe you... I can't remember when you hit that HP and the threshold.
Ooh, this one is
later on,
better.
like,
oh wait.
in like...
dialogue box.
You're going to see such values. Defense. It's actually crazy. How strong Medusa is.
Yeah, Salamander had like, I think 20k HP or so. Or maybe 15k, I don't remember it actually, I didn't
I actually don't know the numbers as well. I just know they just take a while.
I'm pretty sure that Medusa is ramping up like over 50k HP at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna confirm or deny that, give me a second.
All you gotta know is that the stat scaling in this game is completely broken. And it does not...
absolutely.
It just does not exist. It's like they gave random stats to everyone called it today.
Yeah, still, Salamander was a mistake who made it.
Salamander and Medusa was a mistake. Like, Salamander has a lot of physical defense, Medusa has a lot of A defense.
Are you sure about that? Maybe it's the both for them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be using Chrome Fires, would we?
Well, that's why at first we were to use Earth. But it's just that Chrome Fire does so much damage that it's worth using, even though
yeah. Earth is inconsistent because you need to rely on Dazzle to proc the wind weakness. Otherwise,
like
Earth armor cannot loop.
Earth you use physical, and it's about as fast. You have decent luck. while Crown Fire is hard attack, but it's Crown Fire. So it actually makes up for the low damage you're doing.
Oh, I'm not sure if I told you, but I got the poison ward with Windur there, so my Chrome Fire's damage got boosted as well.
Thank you. I also saw this sneaky Rangus Amphibial hat.
Yeah, I literally bought another head in the last shop and I got a better one for now.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, no, I actually had wrong numbers. Probably because I'm playing mostly on Chaos. So Salamander's HP is 11,041. And Medusa's HP is 20,195.
20,000.
I assume this is on normal difficulty. So it's basically like double the HP. Yeah, for the record, I'm mostly playing this game on Chaos mode because, yeah, well, I just love hard difficulties. So HP values there are completely different and they are basically the double amount of normal. So that's why I got confused and irritated by it, my bad.
Yeah,
but it still stands. It's a huge increase.
In contrast with Zestiria, where the increased difficulty doesn't matter too much, Zestiria is actually matter. You're gonna feel the difficulty upgrade in Zestiria, not so much in Zestiria. Or like,
but Shin mentioned that he actually got additional upgrades. So I'm kind of like curious because here's the kicker now. Crown Fire is a dual element ability, where fire and wind. And elemental damage works just like that it adds up. So if you have like additional 20% on fire damage and 20% on wind damage, that's actually a total increase of 40%. With the consideration of like our stats, because Seraphic arts are based on art attack, if we are having like high art attack, that gets boosted by that, and the other additional maybe effects under stun, for example, if we are lucky enough. Probably not, but it can happen. So
good luck getting the stun when you're spamming Crown Fire.
Probably not, you are not getting. But I've seen also like having like 1 or 2 normal arts, then Crown Fire, to kind of like have a chance for stun, but that's baiting out. So it can actually go pretty good because 10% increase is actually quite a lot at this point of the game.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see like 550 damage instead of 480.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I almost forgot. I'm gonna switch the title because I always forget to do that in the mid fight.
Wait, you switch title in the middle of the fight?
Well, you're technically supposed to because you do more damage with the Flamecaster title.
I never did that. Huh, that's interesting. Always did the title switch after the fourth fight. Today I learned.
Zombie Dragon and True Hell Dolls are actually only done in a specific category. That's an NG Plus category. We never tried actually to do that on New Game. Because it's probably a bad idea.
What the hell was that?
The problem with New Game is that the first boss of the X and I resists fire and wind, and is only weak to water. So, and you don't have Maelstrom, so that's a lot of trouble. I tried doing that fight, and I got bodied like the first time around, and I was like, nope. Not doing this fight with Crown Fire or with just arrows full. The New Game Speedrun Edition just doesn't have the stat for it. You'd have to make a lot more crap for it. Also, this is Crown Fire. You're gonna see that a lot.
You're gonna see that pretty much all the time.
Yep.
I think there are only a couple fights, that is even not more than a handful, where we use something else, but for the most part, this ability is just too good.
No, don't run away.
The amount of knock-up we have, because we can... Nearly every enemy is possible to knock up. The amount of multipliers on this ability is just too good. Featuring the amortization stat increase and whatnot, it's just such a good ability. Oh, there you go.
This is Zestiria now.
Yeah, this is Zestiria in a nutshell. Also, to be fair, he is doing some serious good damage, definitely. So this is going a little bit faster than it usually goes. And she is, for the most part, behaving until now. Oh boy.
Oh, no, okay, never mind. I thought I forgot the ring, but I did not. So it's all good.
Okay, you're cool. So yeah, this is basically a standard loop we're gonna use often. Up circle is the fireball attack, rain of fire, and then we go for 2 crown fires, and we'll basically try to chain this as much as possible. Hopefully no guarding and stuff.
The reason why we go for rain of fire is because it has a chance to proc our defense down.
Also, hidden increase your damage for your other arts.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I think the limit is 40%, 10% per hidden art, something like that.
No, sounds about right, yes. Yeah, when you're in amortization, your arts actually switch the type, what they are. If you are in human form, you have martial arts and hidden arts. If you are in amortization, you have hidden arts as martial arts, or your basic combo, and seraphic arts are your spells. So you have to keep that in mind.
Seraph that we're not using have martial arts and seraphic arts instead of
Yep.
So basically they can do attacks at in close combat or use spells. Those are really not that great. Everyone who played this game and did the Crucible knows the pain of using a Seraph alone to try to clear stuff.
Oh, I actually loved Adnos. I actually loved Adnos. Oh, Kingly Waistcoat! The most broken armor in this game. Weren't we talking in Zestiria about like how we wanna just erase defense? Well, Zestiria is kinda more or less the same. Kingly Waistcoat, best armor because it has as main stat attack up actually. And plus 107 I think it is.
Yeah.
This is a huge increase in damage. Like a serious amount. This is probably the highest amount so far you can ever reach from one equipment item. We are dropping defense a lot because there is nearly none on it. But the attack is a good compensation.
Like, defense stat is just bad in this game as well. You just die.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go for the normal equipment and like you're gonna survive stuff a little bit more, but that's about it. Really, it's not that interesting to go for defense when you have so low attack. So now that we saved Pendrago, we're going to finish our training as a new shepherd and going to the 3 last trials which are Earth, Water, and Wind. Starting off with Earth. It's right there. So that's going to be what we're gonna do for the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's it is 40 minutes because the last one should be done in the 3-hour range. Good runs are sub 3 hour after the last trial. But well, I say good runs, but it's really just down to RNG. This game this is where the RNG is going to either be nice or be terrible. Because basically the last BG refresh that we have to use that with the trials. And we still have like what, 2, I guess? No, we have 3.
3,
we have 3. So we used on 3 bosses. I still hate you for grabbing this money chest because it takes you to
it's good, alright? If you get a good shop here, you might as well try out all your money.
Oh yeah, right, you are cheaters, so you always get super good shops. I forgot.
Oh, here.
So never get anything in shops.
Oh yeah, no tutorials.
Yep.
Anymore? No, you should have still 1, right?
He still has 2. That's going to be used for.
Okay, okay, both amortizations still available. All right. Yeah, the last 2 tutorials are amortization tutorials. Oh, fast for stuff.
Oh
nice.
Man. Okay.
Oh,
Hellspore boots with Fyra, sure.
Oh wow. Whoa. Okay,
you
another 10%.
This is why I grabbed the chest, dude.
You're a freaking cheater. That's why. You should not be able to have that much good stuff. It's not.
It's Zesty, man. It's Zesty.
Really
Alright,
yeah.
It's your theory about how RNG works. Shin's PC is blessed, so every save file that he creates is going to have good shops. So you gotta have a good PC with a good MAC address in order to get good shops. How about that? What do you think?
I don't know, doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't sound right to you. I mean, joke's on you, buddy. I can get behind the idea. I don't like the part about the IP and MAC address because that's a problem to change. But yeah, okay. I can get behind that logic. Still.
Yeah, so that's basically why
best
my
cutscene in the game.
rival Shin's.
Sadly, we are not seeing it.
Wait, what? Okay, that was awkward.
What did you do?
You will see on stream.
What?
Oh.
What?
Apparently there's a specific hitbox for that guy.
I've never seen that actually.
Just these things.
Wow, come on, game. I thought you showed me all your stuff.
Never.
How about no? Okay, the reason why we want to fight him here is basically because we need to go here anyways. So
this
it's
fight is just very good threat if you can pull it off, and the game is.
Oh yeah, the threat is pretty good, but he's also super dangerous because this guy can one-shot you outright. No chance. Oh yeah, let's
use
see.
Air Pressure, Armatize, during your Air Pressure, use the first NA, then you're going to use the Elixir to get 3 extra BP, and you just enough BP to be on second NA, the same combo with Game Let You, and that's it. Double NA. If you get really lucky, you get a stun in the middle and the boss dies, but now he's like at really low HP. So we just have to not die. That's about it.
Yeah, and dying on this guy, a summon, okay, but good spawn. Good positioning.
Reminder that these little guys that Minotaur just spawned, they can drop Kingly Waistcoat.
Yep.
I had that happen in my PB and I got very confused because I was wondering where the hell did I get that Kingly.
Okay, got him.
Done at the end as per usual, no problem at all.
Cheater.
Not the Minotaur stun I wanted, but still better than nothing.
There's basically so much crying.
Dumb.
And there is so much crying because the Minotaur is created from kids, from childs, from multiple. So that's why there's the crying. That's kind of like the story-related part of it.
That's why the Minotaur was actually scared of him.
Yep.
He's a nice.
I still love the cutscene, and this is also my favorite part of the game, definitely. There is sadly not a lot of what's it called?
Development?
Developmental, right? That was the word I was looking for, but Edna here actually changes a lot. Like, her whole behavior and reasoning and also approach to things is completely changing.
I never really paid attention to it. But you're probably right, it does make. And second Kingly.
That's the second official Kingly Waistcoat we're getting from the chest.
And we're setting it on Miklo because that means that Miklo on the next fight. Or like not the next fight, but the next fight. Male body used for armatizing. Those Kingly Waistcoats that we can be equipped by Agent. Do they get something better later on? If we get lucky enough to get it.
Also, this dungeon is short, so you guys won't be able to enjoy the best part of this music.
Oh yeah, this is so sad actually.
It literally starts when you get to the guy there.
Yeah, it's... sometimes I regret speedrunning this game. Then again, I have the OST on my HDD, so I'm a Gucci, I'm Gucci.
I should have played Earth. For you guys to not enjoy it because you would not hear the name. Oh, and by the way, if you go too fast in front of this guy, you're going to
Okay.
like, have weird stuff happening at the beginning of this cutscene. Really weird. Really fun to see, but slow.
Oh hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy water temples.
Whoops, that was a misclick.
Or what did happen?
I just used Zestiria muscle memory there.
Okay. Interesting.
That's literally the button I used to open my items menu in Zestiria.
Oh, alright, okay, I get it. Yeah, the D-pad is locked for the for elemental abilities, so yeah, if you're running both Zestiria and Zestiria, you can actually mess up your muscle memory quite a lot. Because some things are similar and some things are different and just switch between two buttons, basically. So, I had a hard time when I started up Zestiria actually to armatize because I had to look for the button. I was like, wait, how did I do it? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. How did Mystic Arts work again? Wait. It was such a mess.
Yeah.
In this game, if you want to play casually, you just should play Armatization all the time.
Well,
no, play without.
It's like not worse, you're just going to get butted.
This is not good actually.
Oh,
Just your...
random zombie.
So basically just use the Armatization that is going to be useful for the fight. The element.
Oh, I got a question for you guys on the next trial. Be ready.
It's
Be
the
ready.
obvious question.
Of course, it's the obvious question. But people maybe think, so try to think about your memories about that dungeon. As malice as they are, probably. Such a good time. Actually, I have 2 questions there for you guys. I also didn't hate that dungeon. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it was very fun. Even if I got bodied by it a few times.
Same here. Absolutely same here.
I was just like, oh my god, I'm dumb. And moved on.
Yeah, we are in good old areas, but we can now actually take care of these big stones because we have the earth ability that we got in Gododin.
Yep.
So it kind of like makes for a shortcut.
Oh, and also purple star.
Yep, very important. Don't forget, you don't want, if at all, you don't want to backtrack here because that's a long backtrack you need to do. Also, the quick save is definitely appropriate because enemies can walk up to you way earlier than you can react, especially after cutscenes. So it can be super annoying.
Missed one is already like he only has one BG refresh. That basically means
that as well, yes.
He basically can't spend any BG up till the next fight, so he has to do the next boss without using any BG.
If I get a stun, I'll probably use the MA there.
I would. I mean, even if it's Asura. I mean, Asura is a fairly easy boss compared to the other bosses we had so far. He's actually probably one of the easiest. But he still has he has a good amount of HP still on his belt. But yeah, if you're getting a good stun and you still be able to MA, I would do it. Absolutely.
That just means that you're gonna need to use that arcane bottle.
Yeah, I'm planning to use arcane probably.
I know that it worked when I PV. I know that I used the elixir on the next fight because I got a stun on Minotaur, so I saved my elixir. So that made up for the BG refresh that I lost. But good luck with no elixir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first question: how many times had you restarted this trial?
I believe 2.
2 times? That's
oh, you kidding me? Well, I guess we're gonna live with this.
Oh no!
Are you got it? Oh yes, the super trolley centipede around the corner.
We'll make this work somehow. I guess I don't have to worry getting encounters anymore.
Yep. Oh, we got too many. We got 3. That
I
sounds
have
about
no
good.
idea how you're gonna make it through everything now, but I believe.
I'll make it work somehow.
Just do stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we got some people that had to kind of like start over again. But for the most part, I've never really seen anyone just nailing it on the first try, like not seeing anything about this trial. Especially one certain eye. That is probably the most badass, trolliest eye I've ever seen.
This
So-
one did not get me though. This one did not get me.
No, it didn't.
would-
Oh man, amazing. That's actually impressive because I totally forgot about that one.
You know, I really the one times I got owned, it was like kind of early in because I was bad at it.
Mm.
And like there is probably just one that really just killed me. It's been a while now, but all I know is that my friends were like don't freaking out because they were seeing me moving and like somehow not paying too much attention, even though I was. I was just like, yeah, it's fine. Look, I'm moving here, and they were like, ugh. It was fun.
Also, like, just little titty bit. If you slash, you can cancel the bubble skill early on, or if you use like the wind skill as well through the door. It's just a slight optimization. It doesn't save that much, but it's a couple frames.
Yeah.
And you need to do it multiple times. So, and also during door openings, you cannot go through the door, so you can cancel early, for example. Stopped counter after 10. Well, that's quite the amount. So yeah, the main question is the last eye that is happening right here after this bridge, after this like stairs. Who got caught by that one?
I like how you showed the eye.
Yep.
The camera showed.
Actually, I almost went into it.
If you did, that would have been so good.
That one is really
Runner
the most
gets invaded by
trolliest
himself.
ever. After the first initial one, I dodged every eye. I saw them all. But that one actually did caught me up. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. I totally forgot about that. I'm honest. I totally forgot about that. So, hello Asura! One of my favorite bosses actually, because he's so easy to smack up. And also it's one of my breaks in the speedrun, because we have an unskippable cutscene that is quite like 30 seconds to 40 seconds long. Gives me some time to refresh and stuff.
Yes, I'm doing that.
Oh no, did you really just say it? Then you know you can't use your BGs.
Rip headphone users.
Then you can't use your BGs.
I see an opportunity, I will still use it.
I can get behind that, yeah, I would too.
And you've got no refresh.
LGG is like dying inside right now watching this.
No, I'm just gonna be dying when he's going to die over and over and over and over again.
No, he's not. It's shit, it's shit.
You haven't seen him play against the Hit2.
Oh, I've seen him enough of times.
Okay, he can stun like that.
Yes he can. I should have mentioned that, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, get smacked, buddy. Wow.
Yep. Even if Asura is the easiest for you to fight, he can still body you.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he still hurts. No, I'm not talking about around that. The damage is still a serious thing, but he has enough blind spots that he can abuse. Mainly right in front of him, if you're standing like between his feet. You can dodge a lot of attacks there.
Layla has no BG.
I at least want her alive to get the XP.
And the XP is more important, definitely.
I'm pretty sure she is revived.
There we go. No, this is actually I think you won't get revived here because the battle continues on.
Yeah, the battle continues.
You are only revived if it's a tutorial. So you may question, why can we not skip this cutscene? Because we are still considered in battle. And like the first Armatization cutscene, it's a battle cutscene and you cannot skip battle cutscenes that are happening in battle animation. Or in the battle sequence, so-called.
Then why can you skip the cutscene in the fire trial?
Because you are getting put out for the tutorial to get put in, because you have a different party setup. You are directly in Armatization mode.
Oh, yeah. Good point. That makes sense, that finally makes sense. So are you going to like try to step and encounter on the way out?
I probably will have to.
Or just go without any BG. You can very well do that.
I would do that on Dullahan, but ZV2 is another thing.
It's actually no power up. There's actually no change happening. It's just more of a cinematic event that's happening. The only power up you get is in the fire trial, where you get the mystic art ability. And other than that, you already have all the mystic arts for all other elements. It's more a plot reason thing.
So you know, you could just crown fire ZV2.
I know I could
You
do
can
that.
do that, yeah.
The issue is the Iron Stance at the start of the fight.
Oh yeah.
You don't have balls. Then. Gotta be.
But not Pendragon.
最後の飛力は風か。つくまんぞ。
ボケてないわよ。熱でもあるんじゃない？
Oh, dang it, you got me.
Yeah! I've beaten LGG bot! Yes!
It was sure about very confirmed.
Ah, feels good, man. Feels good. I salute you.
Alright, why are you not taking the Shiba in your tail? It's cute. Who's isn't sorry, please?
No.
Shin,
No.
Liz. It's cute.
No.
Hey, Shin! Someone is mentioning slow run speed.
Slower
What
runs.
do you say about that?
What?
This game has, like, besides Xillia 2 maybe, is one of the fastest movement-based Tales of games. It's probably the fastest, actually.
If you can utilize
Actually,
wind
I'm gonna-
stepping good enough, definitely. Yeah, it's one of the games that has the fastest run speed.
Xillia 2
Hit
probably
me.
does with
Hit
it,
me.
but Xillia 2 cheats.
Zillia 2, the problem on Zillia 2 is the navigation, because you're actually having harder controls. But it's also pretty fast, yeah, I agree. Oh, birds! Birds are jerks.
Looks like I'm out of steps. Time to run.
Yeah,
It's
so you may wonder why they
actually
do that.
fine.
He has the auto dodge abilities or battle actions active, so he's kind of like letting them attack. Sadly, birds are jerks, as you see, and they are not really attacking. Sorry.
Yeah, like
So you have BG right now, so you should be fine, right?
yeah, I have 3 on each. I'm probably gonna end using Arcane if I get a stun or something.
Yeah. Be a smart play here.
I want to take an encounter here since these are low level ones. So my AI doesn't die, although Rose was close to dying.
They scaled the maps pretty high, yeah. I can get behind that.
So, need to grab this.
Personally, I loved it actually because I just love running this game, running around because it's actually pretty beautiful in my opinion.
No, just what you are. Okay.
Oh, we got a Feldspar sword.
That's completely useless.
Hello?
Kinda.
Well, yeah, it's 2 more fights and it's over. Actually, I don't have Feldspar dagger, but I'll check the other shop after Dullahan.
I mean, the thing is, at a certain point in the run, we kind of like have a little bit of spare money we can use. So it's not too bad to invest in some extra equipment, even if it's for 1 or 2 fights.
The thing is,
amount of
I'm pretty
stats
sure
we
that double
gain
closure is still more important.
can be pretty good.
まあ普通ね。
Even for the little fighting you gotta do.
Yep. If you can speed it up by just like 30 seconds or so, that's already worth it.
Okay, that looks fine, actually.
Yo, welcome back, Jay. Welcome back. Nah, no one is hating on Zestiria. What are you talking about? Everyone loves this game.
Zesty hate? What's that?
Never heard of that.
You know, I was half tempted at the beginning of this marathon to just time out anyone who's hateful.
Nah.
Yeah, but I figured that would be kind of abusing my powers, and then I would
A
also
little
have to time out anyone hating on Zestiria too. So I realized that it was not worth it.
So, hi Zavid. Well, the first fight was a bad introduction because this fight is absolute serious business. This guy is probably one of the hardest fights in the game and we have to do it 2 times. First off,
go for
I
Lila.
understand for the first 30%
Why would he go
HP.
for Layla? You're the closest one.
I know,
Yeah.
but Lila, why? Come on, see, there's Lila.
The amount of damage and combos he can do is just ridiculous.
Because you turned off the AI and you're not supposed to do it.
Easy. That's how you do it.
Yeah, you turn off the AI. Machine
No.
messed up.
I did not mess up. I still got the stun. I still showed them the strat somewhat.
That was not a strat though.
Yeah, but
Well,
that was
it
the
was
stun.
It wasn't finished. So you may ask yourself, wait, Shin, what's going on? There are 2 golden stars, that's main quest. Yeah, well, let me explain to you. We still have the trigger system, right? Yeah, no problem. But you can still ignore some of the golden stars actually, for whatever reason, I have no idea. But you can actually ignore them. So, we're just ignoring them.
Yeah, they're going fine. So yeah, the hard part about the 2 is that it has Iron Stance. He's always going to target the one that is closest, which is very nice to manipulate his AI. Like, it's very easy to manipulate. And because of Iron Stance, he's never going to be staggered until like 70% of HP, just like Salamander. So what we do is basically we try to get the stun on him, a YOLO banish, which is basically like banishing without having a stun. Because banish have a really high chance to get stun. And once we get the stun, we just set Mystic Art on him and boom, he's dead. The only problem is getting the stuns in the first place and having an RPG to use a Mystic Art for that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the next fight kind of has the same idea, except there is no Iron Stance, so we're just basically going to go for a very, very offensive combo at first. And you're gonna hope that you get the stun, and if you do, you're aiming Dullahan, one-shotting him, basically. Though
Yeah.
Shin can do it right now because he doesn't have his soul.
Yeah, I don't have BG Soul, do it slowly.
And it can basically save like 3 minutes if you get it, if you get the stun. Same goes for Minotaur, by the way. It saves like 30 seconds, and Zavid2 it saves like 1 minute 30 if you get the stun. So that's mid game for you. If you get stuns, you save a lot of time. If you don't, you are sorry.
Yeah, like Trials especially, if you get stuns, it's the biggest time saves in the run.
There's
and
just
same
one
for-
issue with Dullahan.
Yeah, the issue is
Dullahan
he heals if he's not
is
afflicted state.
Absolute jerk. Because of two reasons. The first reason, the whole fight is basically a do or die game. Because Dullahan is just ridiculous. I had this one case where he actually managed to wipe me out, the complete party. Every 4 with one attack, and that's a charge attack where he swings around his spear.
You would be
second
surprised
issue
how many
is-
times-
Huh?
You would be surprised how many times it happened to all 3 of us. While
Oh,
we're-
I've seen it also to other people, some more, yeah.
Get the
And the
charge
other
and you're
problem
dead.
is, he is undead type. And undead type have a very nasty passive ability. Every damage they take, they regenerate 25% of the damage taken. So he effectively has 125% HP from his normal value. So you can
Also, this
only
is
overcome it by either one-shotting him, which is kinda tricky, or you try to actually get a status inflection on him. Because every status ailment prevents healing abilities.
Also, this is a win trial after all.
Yes,
It is a win
is.
trial after all. Right,
Or in Japanese, Kaze no Shiren Dakar.
correct.
Really hard to remember it's nice and dry inside Sorai in Japanese when you don't hear it.
Yeah,
But
that's
Kaze no
true.
Shiren Dakara, very easy. You know, a little bit of Japanese. And we're coming up to the end. Yeah, we would just have to go through the floor, go down, and to go up again, and we are done with
What?
this puzzle.
Okay, that
It's
was
a
weird.
What happened?
Apparently the wind dash did go through.
You were too early.
Ah, yeah, you were a couple pixels short. That
Yep.
can happen.
Way too often, casually.
Actually, yes.
And because of that, I got used to delay it a little bit. Not be greedy. It's way too easy to be greedy. To feel bad because you messed up. So by the way, Shin, you messed up.
What did I mess
You
up?
always does.
You messed up everything.
Please, it's Zesty, not me. It's Zesty who's messing me up.
totally zestful for you taking 3 extra encounters.
Yeah, hello, excuse me, have you seen them? Okay.
To be fair, that centipede in the water trial was actually absolutely unavoidable.
Yeah, that's why it sucks.
that
Some
was
enemies
so
just
sad.
appear when you're close to them.
Yeah, invisible enemies, they are the biggest issue. And especially if they're right around the corner where you actually have to go, there is just no way you can dodge that.
Well done. Where's that ring? I need Sonic Frost, even though I won't be doing that thing, but still. Why not?
Wow, LGG. Talking about abusing mod power.
Damn LGG.
Hey, now I'm frustrated because you stole my job as but
Aww, I'm sorry.
I can't even armatize.
I'm spinning my arts. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this boss fight can go fast. If you get a stun early, you're going to be so sad. Pulling it. Oh, you're not even going for the strat.
I don't have PG, hello?
The left, right?
Baby, that charge!
Somewhat
That's
predicted.
Uh-huh. And not dodged. Yeah, you see the green number on him. That's the healing ability. So you're gonna need to pray for a stun. Oh yeah, actually has burn
Gonna
on him.
try
That's
this. Burned. And he charged me. And I lived.
Why are you using Crownfire and not banishing right after it?
Hell nah.
That's the strat. If it's burn,
That's something you would do, LGG.
you have no balls. What can I say?
It's Dullahan. It's hard to have balls on this guy.
Yeah, you
have
also
no
you wanna interrupt the call back up definitely because the ads he is actually summoning are really annoying and really tough to deal with.
Yep.
When you're pretty
One
much
ad can be okay if they are positioned themselves pretty good, close to Dullahan, that you can AoE them with Dullahan together. But if you're having 2 ads, you're pretty much done for. There's like only 1% chance basically to recover from that.
This guy, you're really under level for fighting this guy. Like,
Oh, there's a stun, there we go.
But doesn't really help much.
Well, it helps a bit, at
Yeah.
least. A traditional 3k, so I would take that any day.
except it's not 3K.
AI dying behind me?
Yeah, he's regen, but it's okay. Oh yeah, the AoE slash, the shockwave slash.
There's the
Problem
reason
now
why
that
I was
Layla's
guarding his
guy-
attacks at the start. When he's really low, like at 2 HP, he starts using an unavoidable ability that you cannot guard. That's where I save my auto steps for that.
Yeah, true. But still an okay fight. I mean, you didn't get wiped. That's good at least.
You can easily get wiped. Like if that charge kills you, it's over
super easy.
basically. Because after
This is
the
probably
charge,
one of-
after that charge, she probably will do a call backup, and it's a disaster after that.
Yeah. This
You
is
had no
easily
ult,
a fight you can rip your run at. Absolutely no questions asked.
You had no balls, so I'm sad.
LGT, come on. Okay, let's check the shops.
Did I go deep? First deep damage?
Oh, no Feldspar dagger, sadly.
So yeah, the next weapon that we want right now is Feldspar Dagger, because Rose is basically going to be our main character from now on, because she kind of caught up with the art attack. Because up until now we were mainly using Soray because he has double soldier setup.
I know, I think I'm still gonna use Soray because I think Soray.
You got no daggers, right?
I should change
This is
this.
kind of the point where you are hesitating whether you switch to Soray.
Yeah, Soray has more A attack right now, sadly. Like,
Yeah, okay, depending on what you have, right?
If Rose had Feldspar daggers, like one pair, that would be enough to switch to her to make it better. Since Feldspar daggers also have Fire Up, which increases chrome fire damage by 10%.
Right.
So yeah, you want Feldspar dagger on Rose. There's also going to be two main items that you're gonna want to see in the next shop, not the Pendrago shop, about to say Logre, but in Logreen shop. Also, there is a boss fight before. Very cool. Very easy.
It's the last opportunity, guys, to hear the Zavi theme.
Yep. And it's opening up the best part of the game, basically. Oh no, actually not. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. It's still a little bit. I forgot about one thing that's happening in between. Yeah, the Sons Beat fight is a little bit easier, not that much, but a little bit. He didn't scale that much in between now. He is still a threat, so don't worry about that, or possibly dying to him. But, we can manage with him now a little bit easier.
And if he wants to kill you, he's going to kill you.
Yeah,
like
true, definitely.
And again, he's going to target the closest version to him. Which right now is Dazzle, obviously, because he's scary. He's scared. Just try to run away from
You want to try to get David like close to
to a wall. You want him.
Yeah. So your AI is actually running behind you or to the side of you, that you are officially like the closest. Yeah, okay, Dazzle just now ran up to him, so he got the main target. So you want to try to kind of like manipulate the positionings based on David's positioning, so that the AI actually backs off or goes behind you.
And also, Zavi is short dash right now because since Bergery realized that hurts all people.
Yep.
Oh, come on, he's not reaching him.
I mean, he got a good body, to be honest.
That's right. I mean, he's the only boy in Zestiria. I mean, as well show he's good.
True. True. I mean, it's been 1,000 years between back then and now. That jacket probably doesn't exist anymore.
But it still has the pants.
I think that these are actually different pants.
They are?
I think they are actually.
Well, at least I got him in this corner.
Yeah,
no escape.
The AI is probably like jumping left and right behind you, but this is good. You are the closest target. Yeah, well, talking about it. And what happens? Rose appears on the side.
Alright, that didn't go that bad.
Yeah, like once you get him in a corner or close to a wall, it's like that basically. As long AI doesn't come here and then get the aggro away from him, that's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was then turned into a dragon. It's like big plot in Zestiria. Edna is in our party. She's Aizen's sister.
Yeah, Phil, you're right on that. It's just like that. You just don't bother even. You're just accepting your fate, basically.
It's like whenever you run Zestiria, you know you're gonna get blooded. When you play Berseria, you're supposed to not get blooded, so when you are, it's about it.
Hey, Luna, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How you doing, dude? Still like kicking? Don't question me. I'm friendly. Luna fight is actually fairly easy overall. This, at least. The later iterations of this guy are actually a problem. He is heating up quite a lot. He's not even nannying anymore because he's just straight up in your face.
Nani?
Zestiria and Zestiria are connected, yes. They are actually connected. Not directly and only on references, but they are playing on the same planet and in the same timeline.
Dude, nice.
I know, right? Finishing it in style.
Good. That is a perfect MA. You got all 3 targets. GG.
That's
Get
what
wrecked.
you wanna see. Alright, so time for the next speed break. Right here, right now.
Also, chat, we're gonna salute one guy that's about to die.
Almost spoilers.
Almost. It's only a 50% spoiler.
And
But
I don't know who
considering
died.
that we have only one guy currently in the party that is not sorry, I mean,
Come on.
maybe you can do some one-on-one.
Nah, TheEndd0 can die. He's too good of a character. That's such a
Yeah,
good
so what we want to
character.
do here again is filling up 3BG because this is a fight that is percentage based. So we take a couple hits and then we're gonna finish the stuff. The following fight is time based. Then we kind of like have a battle interactive cutscene happening, which is kind of true that we cannot attack. There is one way where you can actually attack the enemy, and that is attack stepping. But yeah, well, plot armor is happening. Also, this fight, again, refreshing our steps. We can get some BG.
Let's basically just grind some ground fire usages.
Yeah, basically just that, because they spawn endlessly.
And I'm sorry, lolicons, we're kicking lollies. Hoping on much.
Damn lollies.
Lollies are dangerous, even if they are cute.
I mean, they can send you in jail and stuff.
Oh yes, they
The
can.
power of jail sending.
Alright.
A lot of
Cutscene
cutscenes.
Couple. We kind of like get a little bit of background on Rose and Dazzle.
Mostly
In
Dazzle.
connection. Well, mostly Dazzle, yes. In connection to Simon.
攻撃してはいけません。ロゼさんが。
このままだとロゼは完全に氷河に。
あの怪我じゃ、その前に命が尽きて
They
しまう。
made spoilers ahead, kind of.
決断を迫られる。
Well, yeah.
決めた
A lot, actually.
道家の命も
Since we're skipping cutscenes, there won't be in-game, but we're gonna save because kind of keep up with the story at the time.
There's only one major cutscene that we cannot skip. It's like a 5 to 6 minute cutscene chain where we cannot do anything about that. Which is kind of like the breaking time. What are you doing there, Shin?
I'm just clapping.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is this like some arm training? I wasn't sure, but clapping actually, I could directly see that.
You
So-
don't wanna know why you're spamming to spacebar.
No, we are not talking about that.
It's a secret.
So, put an F in
Stop.
chat for Dazzle. I salute you, my friend. We're gonna never see you again. But
No
we got a
way,
good
you know
replacement.
I was so sure it was going to be Sorry.
Nope, not this
Wow.
time. Maybe next time.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
I was so ready to see Zeddy
Imagine
become-
Zavid becoming new main character, new shepherd, keep
Yeah,
up.
Oh,
Zeddy
interesting.
becoming the Shepherd, fusing boss fire and wind, suddenly boosting crown fire damage. I was so ready.
So, we were earlier talking about wind stepping and the stacking if multiple characters have it active. Well, Zavid is technically a one-to-one replacement of Dazzle. He takes everything over. And we now have actually good usage of wind stepping. We can go fast. And I
Yeah,
hope
because-
Shin is not gonna mess it up and keep it up till the end of the run. Now you're gonna see some movement speed.
So Mikleo now has access to Windstep, which is why we are now going to keep it, because we can for 1 minute. Which is a tremendously big difference compared to these 30 seconds. And also we all really use our DJ refreshes with tutorial, so we can just take fights on the way and slap everyone very
Yep.
fast. If I remember
Alright.
correctly,
Hey, Kitty
five-
Beard. What's going
Yep.
on, buddy?
If I remember correctly, we need twice to take like 15 seconds if we want to work it to record it. So 15 seconds is very easily reached. Or like you can go really easily below 15 seconds. Now we've got this fight.
Time for the longest fight ever? No, not really. It's only this first phase that takes a little bit, because you actually have to damage him. The second phase is a dialogue trigger that has to happen after a certain amount of time, and you can speed up the last phase. in
I
two
hope
ways.
you're doing what we talked about earlier. You're going to use Lion's Howl.
Yeah, Shin is gonna use Lion's Howl in the last phase,
What?
because he's a good guy. You're gonna use it. This has been a hidden incentive. I have all the documents right next to me. You are about to use Lion's Howl on the last phase, my friend. It has been decided.
Yikes! I never agreed on that.
Well, you don't have to agree on that. You are just running. We are deciding. And there are basically two ways that the last phase can play out. The first one is you just make yourself down until you die, which is definitely faster in
Pally's
this type of
against it,
run.
dude.
And you can use Lion's Howl, and Lion's Howl triggers an additional dialogue, which also triggers the mystic art happening, because he's gonna show us a true Lion's Howl.
I Just hide.
Karmic stands like a champion. Oh no. That's easy.
And to be fair, that's probably a very good for
It definitely is a good. I mean, it's not such a spectacular fight, but if you can add a little bit of humor to it, I think that's actually worth a couple bucks.
Use or not use Lion's Howl. Let's go.
Yep. I mean, hey, maybe, who knows? Maybe it outvalues save and kill the enemy, the animals.
Time
Maybe.
to make. Felt disappointed.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Nice.
In before he dies because he's not going to.
Yeah, because the dialogue takes too long.
Okay, you're not.
Never
dying.
again. I'm using Alliance Hall, by the way.
Okay, come on. You gotta clap. You gotta clap, man. You gotta clap for me. Well done. Well done.
You're all alone, Phil. On this. You're all alone. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna double check something.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do that.
Okay, I got it. Oh, time for Irish Gems now.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh no, not this one. Okay, I'm out. See ya in 10 minutes. Bye.
Catch your buddy. That fight was basically just a plot-related fight. You kind of like measure yourself against after having the 4 trials. And, well, you're still getting smacked around. Like the weaklings you are right now.
I heard fella enjoy his Grace's run.
Wow.
Too bad I had to sleep.
Hashtag triggered.
Oh yeah, you
So
guys
we have to do a
seeing that.
couple side quests, yeah.
So yeah, you guys saw the maximum wind step speed there. Literally Sonic. Now we have to go slow.
Sonic speed. The fool there is actually that has actually been done, the bad ending run. So
I haven't played. Like, I haven't played Grace's spell. I want to run the.
Oh man, you don't want to run this game.
I actually
No, you
would
don't
want to
wanna.
run. It looked fun. I just haven't seen the best part of the run, probably.
I mean, it's a difficult and fun run when it comes to like doing stuff and whatnot, but on the other side it can also be very frustrating. Yeah, so basically there are like 2 endings possible in this game. The normal ending by just playing through the game, and the bad ending. The bad ending is actually triggered if you manage to kill Haldalf at certain points. There is only one specific point where you can kill him under kind of like normal circumstances, but you can also like having him in areas where he is like his domain is actually overpowering you and you are like walking super slow, you cannot use your Seraph, you have a constant debuff on you, which is basically all debuffs at the same time.
I think you can kill Haldalf before getting all spiritual powers, which means before completing Wind Trial.
I did it. You can. I managed to pull it off in a New Game Plus run, which was right after Last and Bell. Basically, the first iteration where you can find him is right after Lastenbell, where you go to the ridge that leads to Godudin, and there is the first time you can actually find him, and that is, and I managed actually to kill him off. It's still a very tight, even with max stats and stuff, because he is debuffing you so hard. But yeah, it's actually possible. This is right after the temple, after the Haldalf first iteration fight. It is kind of like meant like that you are not supposed to go there, that you are like gated, more or less. You can still get into encounters, but you are so heavily debuffed that you are on the timer basically, because poison ticks and stuff. Also, these kids. Oh, Shin, you haven't shown your gang, man. Oh,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, I'm disappointed.
Yikes, dude! I don't like those kids, and I want to get inside them.
I also don't like them. But you can squeeze yourself in between these four kids that they pushing you actually along. You are slightly faster, and if you're cutting the corner a little bit more than them, or a little bit much more, like going right through the corner, you can actually go in front of them, and you can manage to kind of like squeeze yourself in between them. Yeah, you are on a big timer, and depending on RNG, on Paralyze that's happening, you can actually tick down. So it was still a little bit lucky on the attempt I did, but yeah, it happened. It was under 1 hour 20 minutes, if I remember correctly. So that kind of like crushed the NG plus bad ending run by, I think, over an hour or so. Oh yeah, you can do that actually in the area where you go to the wind trial. The shop is actually right there, and if you're doing good, then the first enemy is further on, so you don't get into an encounter at all, and you can buy. Also, if you're wondering why I'm gibberishing all this trivia and stuff, this part is basically a side quest collection. We need to get Iris gems, a certain well, all of them basically. We are doing like in between the way to Logren, we are doing some collecting stuff on picking up some of these side quests. To also in town refresh the wind stepping, so we have a constant maximum speed. But there's actually not much to talk about right now.
Yeah, we just go
fast. We're just running around the world.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back, man.
Yay.
Well, Adichie, you're back for the one cycle time.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was just a random idea we were actually curious about, because no one ever tried it and no one had an idea if it is actually that there is on these iterations on Haldalf, if there is a plot armor actually. So I tried it on one of the random save fights or so, and it actually worked. I actually pulled it off and I was like, okay, so maybe we can actually do bad ending like way faster?
This, by the way, is pretty damn tight.
Definitely.
The movement like needs to be quite precise. You have like 5 seconds left if you do this all correctly, otherwise you will drop wind step. This is one of the reasons why keyboard is better than controller.
Oh, definitely. On gamepad you need to take an encounter to make it through.
Yeah, me and Shin really worked really hard to try to make part stand out compared to the controller run. And I tested this, trying to do one-way trip to Logren. It was actually possible. Just You just need to not mess up your movement, and you can make it.
Okay, now who is the ring?
We are not doing additional bosses. The problem is the optional dungeon.
Wait.
The Hexen Isle is actually a super hard area for low level characters, and we're gonna be severely underleveled and under-equipped throughout all characters.
I guess I'm doing like this.
And we are getting, we will run into issues with actually killing all the bosses. So,
You should keep the ring.
this is not happening.
With the ring.
I messed up my rings there, I saw.
Oh, okay.
But I guess that one will do.
This area turned into a desert because of the calamity, and we're actually 1,000 years later into the timeline. So it's a little bit expected to happen.
So right now we're going to try and get level 2 shops. Shop here because we have some very good equipment.
Oh yes, oh yes.
The two main things that we want here is Elder Garden, which is a garment for girls, gives +1 combo stage.
Topaz
In
stack.
addition to
Let's
really
see,
good air attack buff, air attack stat. And the second one is Sword for Soray, which I can
Alright.
because it has Winder on it. And Winder is nice because that's Vampire and extra damage for and also a good sword.
Wait, did I get level 2 shop? Oh yeah, I did.
1.5 on my end right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Switch these. I did put the ring there, I think.
Yeah, I did put the ring with Winder because like it's more worse having some consistent extra damage.
Yeah, there we go.
Than going for things you barely get in.
Oh, I sold that. Whoops, well, whatever. No big deal, that doesn't give too much A attack.
Sorry.
So yeah, about going for True Held Elf, how possible would it be to do all orbs instead of just going for True in the game? Like doing all the big monsters?
The big monsters are not an issue. The hunting marks basically are just some elite monsters that you can overcome in the late game. True Helldelf has a pretty big issue, and that is the first Helldelf fight. Because
I mean,
unlike...
You can make it even with the resist stuff.
Yeah, you can make it, but it's a super long stretch. I did it one time, and my damage was like... well, on Chaos he has 300k HP. I did, with the full combo, 300 damage or so. So, you can kinda like guess how long it takes, and if you are making a mistake, you are getting one-shotted instantly and have to restart. So that is kinda like the biggest issue. Even considering you make it through the Hexen Isle boss and the zombie dragon.
The idea is to also do the other boss to some higher stats and better stuff.
Yeah, you have some better stuff. You find definitely okay and good equipment. For normal difficulty, I think you would need definitely some grinding. You would need definitely some more equipment on, I would say, Mikleo at least, because you need to switch around fire and water amortization, definitely, to make some fights faster because of the resistances of the bosses. You definitely have to make sure that you are dodging all the enemies, because you don't want to get into random fights on Hexen Isle because they're gonna rip you apart in most cases.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a hard task.
That was really lucky.
What are you doing, man?
He just broke
Whoa!
out!
Whoa! Okay, tidbit info. This boss has the, I think, third or fourth highest attack of all enemies in this game.
He usually one-shots
Hey,
everyone during speedruns.
Yeah, he normally one-shots you. Just for the trivia, on Chaos he has 28k or so. Just the attack. So, if he slaps you, he slaps you good. And that 2800 damage you took there, man. Oh boy. I butt clenched. I really butt clenched. Yeah, you probably also need to use Ancient Nova, definitely, which is a kinda issue because Ancient Nova has a really long casting time. And you are not easily able to get an 11 stack for 40% cast time reduction. It could be possible if you are kinda like try to build it up from start to finish. You actually need to really build it up. You have to be a little bit of lucky with your shops and stuff, but it's a really hard task.
I feel like it would be an interesting run.
It definitely would be an interesting run. I love the NG Plus Chaos run I do, because it's like you're crushing the game until the end game, and then you are like satisfying crushing all these high bosses and getting an actual do or die fight in the end. So it's a real satisfaction for me personally. But for NG,
Well,
okay.
Somewhat wrong character. Oh well. So this is also pretty tight.
So what Shin is doing right now, going here, this is completely optional. Because what we're going to do, there's nothing at the end that has anything related to the gems that we need. The Irish gems. However, it has the gold key and a lot of money. As in a lot of money.
Oh yes! We are talking about 60k for free.
Very much. And this trip only takes like what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, around 3 minutes.
Around about that, yeah. It's
So
definitely a time investment you want to take.
Yeah, the route used to not do this, and it made one of the bosses very, very, very tedious and slow. But with this strat, it's going to make it very, very clean.
Oh right, yeah, you're taking the two extra ones. Or was it actually 4 on each side? I just know I had 3 on each side in mind.
One chest gives
4?
20k, the other ones give 10k each.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was
So
just
that's-
thinking about the room, behind the gold door.
Yeah. And that
I
basic.
forgot about
Oh
the
yikes,
here.
this one sucks. I
All
have
this
to
money
take
is
that
basically-
encounter.
All this money is basically going to be spent on getting level 3 shop and buying arcane bottles with what's left. Because arcane bottles, when you don't have inner refresh,
Oh, there you go. Sorry, you can do your thing.
you forget to turn off memory.
I just want them to interrupt these ghosts so they don't cast their things.
Yeah, but you can stop the nail.
I'm not gonna menu that.
Oh wow.
And then you have nobles to banish Dullahan. I'm very disappointed.
Please.
I'm satisfied. I love
Like,
Thoric MA.
this encounter just sucks.
Yeah, caster encounter and undead types are just annoying. They are not really that much fun. Yeah, there we got the gold key. Yeah, I forgot about that chest here.
Yeah, it's 20k. You can't forget about it.
No, I just didn't have it in mind that there was 20k in here.
So like, it's very fun because when you get there casually, you're like, oh my god, what the hell is all this money?
Yeah, definitely. I found this area actually, fun fact, I'm a bad player, on my second playthrough. On my first playthrough, I actually didn't have the gold key.
How did
Because
you
I never
miss it?
went in here.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't really much exploring on my first playthrough. I was like, yeah, I wanna just
What?
like
Ito
take
Shira not
chaos mode
grinding?
and whatnot and start new.
Ito Shira not grinding? What is that?
No, my first playthrough is normally not a grinding playthrough. I just get through the game. If there is NG+, I should add. If there is NG+, I'm not really grinding. I'm getting through the game, enjoy the story, do a little bit or so. And the second playthrough is then actually my completionist playthrough, where I get everything.
Gel looping boys, hype.
Ooh.
So you want 3 stars, the best way to do it is just spend a lot of...
Yeah, you're gonna buy and sell geals, basically.
Yep. Oh yeah, let's talk to this guy.
Yeah, there's a
Now
certain enemy that's a mimic that can happen to appear if you open up a chest. And
For a second time.
in this area, it's actually a mimic golem. It depends on your party level as well, but they are off. Mimics in that room appear more often. I have a high chance, and the mimic golem gives a huge amount of money.
Yeah, you missed El Speedrun.
Yeah, it was the first one. It was an amazing race.
Totally did not get the world record.
Yeah.
No, he totally did not.
Unexpected world record.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, for anyone who was here beforehand,
どの辺なんだ
it was 4 seconds record, right?
7.
7.
Yep.
Updates. That reminds me saying the update, but I totally forgot about 2 last ones.
Just
Yeah, we're actually having like an official world record in our Tales of Marathon. That's pretty amazing.
Don't expect it for this run though.
No, not at all. It came out of the blue.
Because like otherwise we've got 45 minutes to spare.
Ah, Shin is gonna make it somehow. He's gonna find something interesting all of a sudden, and we're like, whoa! And then
right.
Yeah, no, I doubt this run is going to go below 520. Above 520 is what I meant. It's going to be sub 520, I'm sure. I believe in Shin. He's going to get second place with Speedrun, and I'm going to feel bad. Because that's going to be better than maybe.
Shortest run time, I think it's Cilia 1. Cilia 2 actually, it got dipped down actually below 3 hours recently.
Zestiria bad Endgame, New Game Plus.
Oh yeah, okay, if you consider New Game Plus, and it's probably Zestiria bad end. I don't know about other New Game Plus runs, how fast they are.
That's like only 1 hour 30, right?
1 hour and not even 20. Let me check. I think I was on a 110 or whatever something.
Shit, so
I'm gonna confirm. Give me a second.
the best category ever. Just dream slash at everything.
I mean, you can possibly make it even shorter on keyboard.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
where
right.
am I going?
Because
Oof. When
It's a
autopilot goes wrong.
11702. 11702 was the bad ending run on NG Plus.
So Peacock, fun fact, you can go from, you can do ulti strip in one go without taking any encounter on the way, but Shin has a weird route that makes him not do that.
All of us had different Irish gem routes at this point.
Yeah, I believe that mine is the most optimal one in terms of like actual movement. Maybe not in terms of sharp refresh, but
Yeah, we were talking a lot about the Irish gem route. We came up with different ideas and tested different stuff. I think we had, I don't know how many changes we had throughout the years.
With the keyboard route, we had
so
a
many.
lot of changes.
I
At
mean,
least
we
5
started
routes.
up by Buster's run. That was the first run we officially got our hands on with actually video footage.
Yikes.
And we based all our routing on that run. And later on, we kind of like refined more and more and more. And actually came up with a pretty solid route where we don't drop the wind stepping and get chop refresh and stuff. It was a lot of work. I don't know how
The
many
way
nights Fel and I spent about that.
The way I routed it personally is like I took every movement trips and checked how many encounters you would hit on every trips, and from there see how you can make sharp refresh work out with the movement so that you take the least amount of encounters and have sharp refresh available somewhat decently, while also doing rolls of fights when you have the best gear. So for example, Shin kills a peacock before grabbing this chest, while I take this chest before fighting the peacock, which is pretty nice AI attack boost, because this chest that I just got is a dexterity decor, which is going to make Rose suddenly way better than Soray, because it's plus 200, 168 AR attack. That's good. Also, I'm pretty sure that you can... Wait... What? I've already been like...
You need to consider that Fel and I, we were routing the Iris Gem route for gamepad, and this is for keyboard.
Yeah.
Since gamepad doesn't have the movement speed, we are kind of like relying on a couple more encounters or visiting towns. So, but I can get behind the idea. Definitely.
The good thing about controller Irish Gem route is to get more shop refreshes than keyboard, to get better chances to get the gear you want.
Yeah, possibly, definitely.
Yeah, because like if I remember correctly, keyboard can skip 6 fights compared to
yeah, you skip a lot of fights. Like we get like I think
Yeah.
3 or 4 shop refreshes with keyboard.
Not even 4.
Yeah,
I'm sure you only get 3.
Yeah, you get
It's
3.
like, you get no shop refresh whatsoever. It's crazy. So every time I hear Shin being like, "Hey, I'm fully geared," like, Shin, you're cheating. Stop.
Back here. Going for Titan now.
For me personally, it was actually like the discovery which area in Zestiria was or would become the area in Zestiria. That was actually the most fun part I had when playing the Zestiria for the first time.
Oh man, the first time I got to Exile in Berseria, that was so cool.
Oh
Like,
yes.
I actually made it. And then you see the skeleton dragon. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, we know this, buddy.
Man, I'm still so sad no one highlighted that race.
Get out of here, Fel. You're not even in voice pool anymore. You don't have the right to taunt me like that. You.
Taunt him more, Fel. Go for it, buddy.
Alright, so
Ooh,
after this...
Lightwork Woods. This is probably the most fun part to run around. I don't know what it is, but I love this part, like just running through this woods. It feels so good, it feels so fast, especially.
It's so fast until you don't see any Cyclops. And then you cry.
I actually love Cyclops here. I actually hate Skiller types. The Skiller types are more annoying.
That's the only encounter you want to see here. And that's why you cry if you don't see any Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops, worst case scenario,
Oh,
you can
okay,
take war
you
guns.
Yeah, right, okay.
You got what I said backward. So, this boss, we got a bunch of free routes into this boss. Because for a while we thought that we wouldn't be able to get Tower of Blood for this guy. And we're like, man, it would be so great if we could have it. And suddenly we're like, wait, maybe we can. And we tested it, and we actually managed to get Tower of Blood for this boss right before it. Just in time, so it works out perfectly. And Tower of Blood is really nice.
Tower of Blood is incredible. Just the stagger time and the amount of damage it deals, it's so good and it looks amazing.
Well, basically, all you gotta know is that Tower of Blood is better than Crown Fire. So there you have it. Have fun with this information. Now you're gonna see how it works out. If she did not mess up anything. That was some sick dodging. That's last encounter.
Hey, Titan! Oh, I love this boss. He's also so easy to smack around.
That's because you play too much New Game Plus. It's not
Oh, I played enough New Game. Don't worry about that.
You don't smack him that easily in a New Game setting. Tower of Blood. Nice camera. I've actually never seen this camera like that.
I also never was in this position as well.
So people bitching about the game camera, it actually doesn't matter that much to see what you're doing when you are just doing a combo. You can like see a little bit of what's happening. The camera, sure, it's bad casually, but you actually don't need to.
That did not stagger him.
Like at some point I remember having fights against Titan where I could only see his crotch. I was just like, yeah, it's fun, it's actually fun.
I'm really sad that we cannot utilize redemption in the speedrun. That would be so good. Maybe one day we are making it possible. That would be actually, talking about it, that would be actually a good thing for the True Helldive run on NG.
You can set that
trying to get redemption.
You can set that up in Arthur's Throne sometimes. If you get good damage.
Yeah, it depends.
It's not consistent for sure. Though, like, if you're going for True Helldive, you're probably going to find a way to make it easily. Because, you know, better.
It's fairly consistent actually, because you kind of like at least in the second second phase of Helldov, you can kind of like manipulate it a little bit. It's a little bit RNG, but you have like a 50-50 chance.
I mean, I'm not talking of using it. I'm talking about getting it.
Yeah.
That's man body. Damn, that sucks. Actually, maybe not. I will be able to use it for Tiamat.
Oh, yeah, that wind power. That is juicy.
That's a fun. That's a very fun.
I forgot to grab an arcane ball. Oh well, I guess I'll do it next time.
You're gonna revisit here one time more, yeah?
Since I forgot, the Ember things are really cheap.
Let me actually check what the requirement for redemption actually was.
It's like 3k no, 30,000 damage on the amortization gauge or something like that.
So no, wait, was it redemption or retribution?
Oh, I'm confusing it with retribution.
Could
or
be
unless we're talking about
retribution.
And we both got confused and we're talking about this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 40k damage, one combo, and that's
40k damage in one combo. Okay, so you definitely need to do that in like Hexen Idol, so with some pumped up equipment.
You can do that in Arthur's Throne. You can get that.
Yeah, the problem is if you're doing, you would need to do that in the first final fight.
I forgot one thing.
That's what I say.
Which is okay, which still is okay. You can do that as well, yeah.
Okay, back to Pendrago. Forgot to rest in the end.
Oh.
Good thing I remember, I once pulled this off during an actual run. I was like, where did I miss an Irish gem?
Is it worth pulling?
Yeah, mammoths are probably the best, because AoE are also counted towards the damage, I think. And mammoths are like probably the easiest enemy or late game enemies to take care of. Because I use that battle action in my low level chaos run and it worked wonders. Especially getting through the HP gate on final Helldov there. Yeah, well, that as well. True. That as well. Yeah, again, I'm most values in my head are based off chaos because I don't even remember when the last time was that I played normal or on hard difficulty. Whenever I touch this game, it's always chaos. Okay, this is one of the last ones actually. We are about to finish the Iris Gems.
Well, somewhat.
Somewhat.
There are like 3 bosses we still need to fight before done finishing the Iris Gems.
Oh, you are actually going that early to the Aqueduct? Ah, right, yeah, okay. In my route, I go here like fairly last. Do the Lady Lake stuff. But you are switching it up, yeah, right. You still have... Okay, my bad. Sorry. I feel bad. In my opinion, Zestiria's story is actually a fairly adultish type of story where you actually need to kind of like look behind everything to really get the meaning behind all that. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, possibly, probably, for sure, but yeah. How about you, LGD? What do you think about the story?
I don't really care about the story. All I know is that I had a lot of fun with two of my friends. We basically
Well, fair enough.
We basically spent a full weekend, 3 or 4 days, to finish the game, and it was very fun.
Awesome.
So like the story, I was like, yeah, okay, sure, that's fun. The characters are great. Like I remember that at the beginning were having fun. Like there was subtitles and cutscenes, and we're voicing them with a very bad French voice acting, and it was like the most fun thing ever. And like yeah, I just do not really care about the story.
Oh, by the way,
sure, but it's just we're gonna kill some bad guys. Let's go. Let's
that's always good. That's always good. You saw where Shin was jumping over some pillars. There are actually fake pillars as well. You can identify them by a slight shimmer on the surface. So that if they are not shimmering, just a little bit like a slightly wet polish type of shimmering, they are actually fake.
Oh, you just take the longer route, and it's the correct one.
You can also put it like that, yeah. Why do you need to destroy my explanation? I was proud of that. I trained hard.
無理強いはできないけど、いろいろ引っかかるな。もっと情報を集めるべきだ。そうだな。ラストンベルの人に聞いてみよう。
Women's. Time for Kimona in Zestiria.
Yep. It's basically the beginning of the trolley fights.
Oh boy, Dryad. Oh yeah, let's go. So, did we ever speak about TheEndd enemies? No, actually not. This is the first type we actually encounter. Yeah, well, TheEndd enemies are actually one of the worst enemies because they have super large hitboxes outside of battle and inside of battle. So you can abuse that a little bit because you can hit them fairly early from good range, but they can also reach you fairly easily. So yeah, not the most fun type of enemy you wanna have.
Feels no stun, man.
Yup.
Hey, reminder that stuns are not supposed to be happening very often. Just to put that in perspective compared to your insane luck you've been having all these runs so far. Okay? So stop
For
complaining.
every stun in Zestiria, you get like 20 stuns in Berseria.
Add 10
Plus
more,
minus, right?
and that's probably correct. That's it. That guy is like dying very fast because
It's overall a good control fight. Yeah, definitely. If you can keep the control of that fight, it's fairly easily done and pretty fast for the most
and
part.
also the stats are like very low
Yeah.
at this point of the game.
So, teleporting. Where do we go? Where do we go?
There is
Oh,
Little
the
guy.
Right.
Too
we go
small.
from troll fight to trollier fight to even more trollier fight.
Yeah. This is also probably like maybe people got caught off guard. I actually had no idea. But how many people actually figured out how to approach the Dirt Leech without like consulting an FAQ or something other?
I never changed Rose passive, so I
Yeah.
never had any trouble.
Same
I had
here.
the same. I was the same, definitely, yeah.
Because like we weren't grinding or anything, and we're just like, yeah, I'm kind of trying to dodge encounters, so might as well keep that because it seems like it's cool, even though it's probably not. So there you go. If
Yeah, for
you
me it was
changed
actually
because you
odds.
wanted to plan, then yeah, you probably took forever to find it.
On one of my later playthroughs, I actually I just run at it like I usually do, but I actually changed her ability, her talent, because I was leveling them up, and then all of a sudden, like, why do I not get the encounter here? Huh? Why is it run? What? And I was totally confused, and after a while, I was kind of like, And I tried everything, like wind ability behind a stone to maybe like fling on it and whatnot. But yeah, it's basically you need to have the silent steps talent active on Rose, then you can just run at it.
Oh,
Yeah, but issue with
the
the
hitbox for this guy.
Yeah, it's so small, which is actually an issue in this case, because Tower of Blood is not directly in front of you. There is a slight gap.
Oh, I did not mean
where
to
he
do
can
that,
actually
but
go
sure.
in between.
That's too
And
much
also,
damage.
He is a multi-hit enemy, so he can hit you multiple times. Oh wow! Okay, overkill match. Come on, Shin. Chill. This guy has no.
We
chill,
don't like
actually.
their Leech, okay? I
Wow.
didn't really mean to do that. But yeah, that was a bit too much for him.
My oh my.
Okay, now
Okay.
it's time for the last Seraphim.
Snack assisted speedrun. Explain that category to me, please. I'm curious.
Steen on
Yeah, the
hitbox.
good old free slumber, true. Oh man. Oh yeah, we know this lady kinda. Wow, Shin. What was that?
They tried to be fancy.
Come on.
Yeah, and completely butted it.
So this boss fight, if you try to use the same combo as against Medusa, she's just not going to jump. So
Okay, now I can start.
And Crown Fire Steno, so you have to actually use Martial hidden arts. So what are you doing, Shin?
Getting PG just in case I get the stun. Don't
Well,
use
you
my
can use
arcanes.
arcanes, no?
I already used one.
You can use more.
No. I want to have some.
I think for the end game, saving some
Use
money.
them, Shin.
That's actually a good idea. Oh, that's knockdown. It's annoying. Yeah, Gorgon Eyes is a petrified ability, so you either need to block or turn away. Medusa has her typical abilities, except for one or two additionals in this case. One is kind of like a laser beam that can also petrify. She's doing it in front of the ground. And the other more dangerous ability is Thunder Blitz, I think it's called. It's a white lightning AoE which deals massive amount of damage. But other than that,
Make players on the edge of death.
Oh yeah, I saw him jumping behind you actually. Ooh. Ooh. Oi, oi, oi. Okay.
Of course I get the stance on death. Thanks, game.
Yeah, that's a lightning AoE. You want to definitely avoid that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you visited enough areas to actually. Oh wait, no.
No, did not get anything. Well.
No, Fel, he can't because he would need to activate treasure restoration, and he probably didn't.
Well, time for the best part of the speedrun.
Oh boy, best part of the game.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. Unskippable cutscenes, 6 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys explain the stuff here while I go take a little break.
Yeah.
I'm already
What's there
taking
to
my
explain?
Huh?
Huh? What was that?
I'm already taking my tutor break right now.
Alright, BRB.
Oh. Sounds good.
Well, if you wanna join to say shit, go ahead. No one's going to care.
More or less. I mean, for the speedrun's sake, I actually take this cutscene because it's a nice break after like all this Iris Gem stuff and so on. You can kind of like step away. Basically, what we're doing is there are certain loading zones where we can position ourselves, and as soon as a cutscene is over and we're standing in the loading zone, we are getting directly slung into the next cutscene. So the first two screens here are actually the combined the longest ones. They take about 2 minutes. So this is actually a good time to really just take a step back, go to the bathroom, or grab a snack or whatever. And we only need to move like, so you got a lot of downtime in between these cutscenes, so you can just refresh yourself for the final stretch. Oh, it's actually 8 minutes. I can never remember how much it actually was. Like, I'm between like 6 and 7.5 or so. 8 minutes, okay. For me, it's just long and good.
信じるんですか？あの将軍の言葉を。彼らがどうであれ、私たちが信じるのを忘れてはいけません。
Alright, I have returned.
Oh, welcome back, man.
みんなやミューズは私が守る。必ず。始まりの村はヘルダルフに接収されたんだな。
Yeah, the first loading zone is in the lower right corner. And out of my head, I don't get the other ones. I know one is lower left and one is north. But I need to see the screen, but you will see.
まだ先はあるだろう。神殿の方に向かおう。うん。
ローランスはミケル様がマオテラス様を連れ出したことに気づいてるんじゃ。
いや、ローランスとしては北の大国への牽制の意味の方が強い。開戦の名目が欲しいんだろう。馬鹿げてる。
全くだわ。でもそれが人間。
だな。これだけはいつの時代も変わらないね。
同志様の話だと神殿が汚されて村の加護がなくなりつつあるって。
まさかマオテラス様が氷魔に？
同志様を信じよう。命に変えてもそれだけは阻止すると言ってくださってる。
けどよ、同志様を失うぐらいならいっそみんなで疎開した方がいいのかもしれないぜ。
ミケル様にそんなことができるわけがありませんわ。
ああ、同志だからね。マオテラスを汚れのさなか置き去りになんて考えもしないと思う。
スレイさん。
こんな片田舎の村が北の大国制圧の足がかりになるのなら、同志などにいくら疎まれても安いものよ。何事だ？
敵の襲撃です。北の大国が来たか？いえ、ハイランド軍のようです。
なかなかにつられぬものよ。兵をまとめろ。撤収する。
反撃しないのですか？
ハイランドとの小競り合いに兵を失えと？うのこっちょうよ。
こうなってはこの村はただのゴミくずってことだ。撤収するぞ。伝令急げ。
ありえない。村の人たちの幸せを何だと思ってんだ。
この村が滅びたのはこんなくだらない理由だったのか。
So, Shin,
What's up?
what should we get out of the way before we go into the final stretch?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's actually good.
ローランスの犬がこんな山奥でこそこそと。
Yeah, what do we have coming up? We have the Trinity coming up.
We have
Which is...
a boss that's not from this game.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you mean Matron?
No, I mean Maven.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's using the Zestiria system, at least the stun one.
True, definitely.
Dude stuns so often, it's ridiculous.
Oh my, yeah, that's probably one of the fights where the enemy has like the highest chance for stunning. And it's not even an understatement. We got Maven coming up, the Trinity, which is basically 3 side quests we have to do. And then one big ass dragon. Literally.
ここは広場あたり？終わらないのはまだ先があるってことね。
I like that approach. Moving on.
そろそろ全部だろう。ちゃっちゃと見て帰ろうじゃないの。なあ。
なんということじゃ。
汚れがひどくて気分が悪くなってきた。
このありえないほどの強
大Yeah, just like that fell.
では、マオテラスが。
この最悪が影響して早産となったのであろうか。母も子も報われんの
I'm honest here. I actually like the approach for the story they took for Zestiria. They did a little bit of foreshadowing, but not that much, and you get like all questions answered in these 8 minutes. Which I like, personally. But apart from that, Maven. Oh boy, Maven. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna have some nightmares here eventually. Because this guy has a stun rate that is completely out of this world.
No,
So we hope...
because they're 1,000 years ago on Zestiria.
Yeah.
Oh, Maven.
Just remembers the hidden text.
So we hope that we can really corner him and keep him under hit lock all the time. There we go, we got the first stun. And yes, you are seeing right, he is throwing plates at us.
Yes.
Actual eating plates. This is not a joke. This is not a bug. No, this is real.
No, this is not a drill. You
This
get
is
stunned.
definitely not a drill. No, absolutely not.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, second stun. Oh, nice dodge. Okay, just in time.
I'm somewhat too close to him, but we'll see. If he decides to throw some plays at me.
It's more or less okay. It depends on how your combo is going and your timing. If you're slightly too early or too late, he can get off an attack.
No, Maven, I'm not hungry and I don't want any plates.
He's serving you, man. You can't die there. Oh boy,
Damn plates.
These plates, dude, they are dangerous. Probably the most dangerous plates in gaming history, I would say.
RIP Maven.
Alright. So, we have to finish him off. So we're just gonna do that. The part you are missing is we're actually not finishing him off. He's doing it by himself, kinda type. And RIP, I salute you, buddy. Alright, back to work.
Back to going fast.
Yep.
So now we are basically supposed to go see Aldalf because we now know the truth and we are ready to fight him. But it's not actually true because the game was not long enough. So we basically have to solve some side stories with a few characters that are still alive, that are actually trying to plot against the world. Nothing too shabby.
Okay. Not ruins.
Yeah, we're gonna hear about that the war is actually still going on and actually heats up quite a lot. So we're gonna check on that.
Because basically for as long as we were like trying to solve the equation, well, Aldalf was still trying to do stuff while we were doing stuff. Which makes sense, because for once the bad guy is actually trying to do something. Instead of just waiting.
It's hard to tell who's actually the bad guy in Zestiria, because there are two different point of views. One guy is... Yeah, I mean, Aldalf is not like a villain. He is, in my opinion, actually a victim. Which actually happened due to a shepherd, so it's kinda like... you know, there's this point of view, there's that point of view. So...
I mean, I thought you were about to say, yeah, actually Sora is a bad guy, and that's...
I wouldn't even say that he's a bad guy, he's just on a different position, you know? So, this is kind of like the fun part for me, story-wise, and I could argue about this like to a couple of weeks going on, but we're gonna skip that, no worries. But yeah.
It basically is what the story was explained to us in Logran.
Yep.
Like, he is a bad guy, but he did not choose to be one. You know, you can be saved still, and that's something that Sora did not think about before his Irish Gem quest, which is why you can have bad ending.
Also, I just noticed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from the front page. You are currently watching the Tales of Marathon. And we're currently being on the final stretch of Tales of Zestiria. So, absolutely the perfect time to tune in.
Yeah, as
and we are getting pushed around.
As
our friend Sergey.
We call this fight the Holy Trinity, cause they are fun fights. Definitely.
They are definitely fun fights, and one of the fights is actually a fairly hard one. I think you are going in the order Sergey,
Lunar,
Meltron, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you're going that order. Okay, so the last of the 3 fights is actually probably one of the harder ones. Not particularly because, like, we have to be careful about a lot of stuff, but it can go absolutely sauce in an instant.
This fight, for example, what you want to get is first hit stun, so that you can actually kill the guy, and then murder the ads. Because otherwise, like, you're alone, and since you're alone, that means you can only have one Seraph on the screen. So if you die in armatization form, then it's game over. As in, retry.
So these ads are not that hard overall. The probably most annoying part is they first off teleport around and they stay mostly on range. And they're shooting...
That was pretty close.
Balls at you, which do quite the amount of damage. So you are trying to deal with Sergey as fast as possible, so you have room for movement, which actually worked pretty well. Awesome. Was a good time to stun.
I got surprised no one canceled me there.
Yeah.
Why did you not switch to your physical letter?
Because I don't waste my time switching titles like that. Alright? If I get a stun, sure. If I don't, I'll just ground fire him to death.
But that's reducing a lot your chance to get a stun.
My chance is basically almost the same with or without tiles.
Don't say that to Fel, or he's going to be very angry.
Fel is always angry. I'm here just to trigger Fel, basically.
Oh yeah, right. That's your policy now. Okay.
Yes.
Then fine. Never mind.
Like, imagine me watching the race, the Berseria one, and seeing him equip the Eisen hairstyle. Like, that's already triggering. Unnecessary time waste.
Yes, this is a PC port. We are playing on mouse and keyboard to utilize a movement glitch that is only possible with keyboard inputs. Which basically works if we are using or pressing a horizontal and vertical direction button at the same time. The game kind of like adds these 2 directions into the movement speed and not separate them and keeps only one. So we are kind of like going faster than intended. They never fix it in the 2 years actually, or 3 years. It's still in the game.
So yeah, the reason why this fight is going to be tough, not this one because that's ads, but the next one is because once again we're going to be one armatized dude against someone that can one-shot us, or close to that. So the first part is going to be rather scary, and the second one is going to be fun because Lunar tends to attack whoever has the lowest HP, and when I said tends, I mean, 100% will always target the one with lowest HP, and since it's never going to be the traumatized too, then basically he's going to chase around someone that is not just casting on fire. So, first fight is Sketch, second fight is
hit me.
Yeah, Lunar is a pretty dangerous dude. For the most part, you can hold on to him, but if you don't pay attention to his attack patterns or his animations, you can actually die here super easily in an instant. He has very dangerous attacks.
In order to grind to Maven.
Yep.
Even though that's like, arguably not worth it.
Man, this guy likes stepping around.
Oh yeah, he does that a lot. He keeps his distance.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I was technically away during half of my Eternia and during Syria, but actually and also I guess half of Grace's. As much as I wanted to watch it, I needed sleep.
So we are waiting kinda like for dialogues to happen. That means we are hitting the HP thresholds. How low we have to get Lunar. This is happening about now. Or just happened basically. And the second fight we have a full party again, which makes it a lot easier. Because there's a little bit more room for arrow and we got our full powered rolls back. Because she is definitely stronger than Sore.
Even though she doesn't have the rings and stuff, she's still stronger.
Yeah. Just the base stats alone are enough.
Ah, yikes.
And people are
talking
about Slasher and that.
Lunar wants to escape.
Well, King is just going to casually crown fire Lunar to death. Dream Slasher is a hidden art that Rose has. She can, and like instead of dealing like, I don't know, 2 daggers of damage, she's going to jump in the air and throw 6 daggers at you. Instead of doing like 2 daggers damage, she's going to always deal all the 6 dagger damage to me, so that's like really high damage. And as Fail said, it's the second highest damage ratio move of all the moves in the game. It's good. It's very good.
Okay, this should be done.
Yep, it's done
now. Okay, nice, awesome. Having a clean Lunar fight is definitely something we want to see. His Mystic Art is a pretty big AoE, so wrong positioning can actually end up ripping us apart.
It really should not happen. In contrast with the next boss, this one just gets really easily cornered.
Oh yes, because the next boss is probably one of the most annoying and dangerous fights that we have currently to deal with. Because Maltron is a combo master and a damage master. And I'm not even joking. Huh?
I'd say his top 3. The hardest one is still yet to come. Second one, I'd say, is Maltron. And then third one is Lunar 1v1 thingy.
Yeah, the problem about Maltron is you can kinda keep her in control. But if you cannot control her properly and she gets free time to kind of like run around and start up combos and you are not interrupting her, she can actually ramp up to like a 50 or 60 hit combo. and I tested it one time because I was actually pretty curious about it. I was blocking the whole time, had passive effects that I get healed when I block attacks. Overall, she did over 20k damage under blocking to me in one sitting, before then actually stepping off. And I was like, okay lady, was nice to talk to you. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna be away. Goodbye. Because that was actually scary to see what she is able to do.
Maltron is basically what Alicia tries to become, but fails lamentably. It's very, very sad. It's like Maltron's arts and Alicia's arts set are the exact same. Even the AMAs they have is identical. It's just that Alicia doesn't have the stat for it.
Yeah.
So it's like they know the same text, but the level is just another world.
There are
of
just
everything.
5 leagues between them.
Yep.
Definitely. So
'Cause yeah, spoiler, she's joining now. We've
No,
got Alicia in our party again, yay!
Yay! Just for one fight.
you not have the benefit that I, as an NG Plus runner, have. Because there's one thing different about Alicia at this point. Alicia only unlocks wind stepping in New Game Plus, and this is actually the part of the game where you can have only in the New Game Plus file, and only for this part of the game, 3 characters with wind stepping, which means 1.5 minutes of wind stepping. You barely notice actually the countdown going down. It's so amazing. But sadly, we only got 1 minute here right now, so we're gonna make sure we make this 1 minute count as much as possible.
All Seraph should have wind step at this point. Or all characters unlimited wind
It would be
stepping.
great. It would be great, yeah, I agree. So, yeah, we hope that Maltron is not trolling us, it's behaving, so we get a clean fight.
I'm hoping to see Maltron's MA because it's cool.
You
Sorry.
will probably see, because Alicia always dies. If not,
I mean,
most of the
Alicia
time.
MA first. You didn't turn off Alicia's MA, right?
No, I didn't.
There is a
She's
chance
going
we
to die
see
before she
Alicia's MA.
gets any chance to use it. It's fine.
Which is
But,
actually pretty okay, because Alicia has updated equipment actually, so she can actually deal a little bit of damage. Which
No.
definitely helps.
No, she doesn't do any damage.
She
She
does.
can only be useful if you want some extra stagger and if you are not scared of the super armor, which is going to happen and going to murder you if it happens, so you should be scared of it.
You should always be scared, obviously. Because we are notoriously underleveled.
No, I mean overall the fight is fine. And until Sore gets Emmet, then you can start being a little bit worried about yourself.
Yes.
And there she goes for Alicia.
Yeah, we don't want to have her running away actually.
I mean, if she runs away, then Maltron is going to go for Alicia, which is fine because that means she's not going for Sorey. Because that means Sorey has a chance to survive. Like, look at this. Alicia is perfectly tanking Maltron right now. Just as planned.
Ah, it's still damage fell.
It's really not that the damage, the move list is limited, is that Crown Fire is just so much better than everything else that there is no other reason to spam anything else. That's it.
Yeah, Crownfire is basically the carry of the run, definitely. This ability is just too strong.
Like casually, there's a few other moves that can be as interesting, maybe, if you want to do something else, like Arrow Scroll or Ground Shaker, but that's still very, very limited.
And the problem with Arrow Scroll is that it's easily interruptible, because Arrow Scroll only counts when the animation really starts, when you are seeing actually the arrows coming down. Whenever you get hit in between that animation and the actual cast, it gets completely interrupted. Crownfire doesn't have that. As soon as Crownfire animation starts and you see the whirlwind coming out, it goes the full way.
Oh, Alicia.
Whoa. What's happening? Well, she broke free. That's already bad.
That happens.
Yeah.
Just Maltron things.
Mushroom thing. Hey, don't scare me. By the way, we are on a delay because it's a restream. So...
People forget.
Okay, it still seems fine.
See? Alicia is thinking like a boss.
Ah, okay, we got
it. We're not
it.
going to see Maltrons they made. Rip.
Oh, yeah. Back to Logren for a moment.
Oh, wait, I also forgot about Maelstrom. That's also a very, very good ability.
Yeah, but it costs a lot.
I mean, it's good. We're trying to see what's can top Crownfire. There's not that
When
much
it comes
stuff.
to topping Crownfire, you actually... It's probably Ancient Nova, and you need prepared equipment for it. But Ancient Nova is super strong. Okay, what we got in the shop?
We got arcane bottles. Oh, that's the wrong point. Oops.
Yeah, well, arcane bottles is good. At least.
Well, you've got 8. That should be fine for the next fight, right?
Yeah.
The next fight has like probably my favorite music of the game. So I'm hoping that Shin is going to get trolled enough so that we get to hear it a little bit.
Please no.
All for the sake of the music.
Well, yeah, it's good.
Definitely.
Where are you, Mikleo? Oh, nice.
So we're going to actually set up the Vid so that he gets some damage output up. Are you sure it's worth equipping the Ember waistcoat compared to the Kingly?
I don't know, to be honest, right now.
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure that the Kingly is going to be more interesting, but I might very well be wrong. So we're going to basically max out our wind damage,
well, we'll
dragon
see
damage,
how it goes.
and stun damage here for this boss fight. And you're gonna see why we need
Probably
that
it's not worth it because stun damage is more relevant when looking about it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the issue with this next boss is he's a big dragon type, like a real dragon type,
Big
and
boy.
real dragon types have one passive.
Thorny waistcoat and not the Kingly. Why do you equip the Thorny waistcoat and not the Kingly waistcoat?
Stun damage and easy.
The thing is, we need to get stunned definitely, because else we cannot M8 this guy or banish him properly. Because these big dragon types can only be M8 under stun conditions.
I hope you know how to...
Kingly does more? Well, sure.
I know how... I know you know... I hope you know how to cast the Wind Mystic Art. Because that's good added value, you know. Actually sub it. Do it, Shin.
Yeah, he did Mystic Art at the first phase.
Yeah, I know, I mean, like, actually say it out loud on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Or use it.
The Wind Mystic Art is actually pretty strong.
And it looks cool too.
At least you guys are seeing the old Armatized Mystic Cards during this run.
Yeah, this run actually utilizes every element. There we go. There's stun, next MA, let's go. So this is the second phase. Again, we need an HP gate to
In
hit.
second phase, this time we made 1 MA and... Oh, like you can go for double MA, fine. Usually for the second phase you wanna go for 1 MA and double banish. So you don't have time for double banish, so you just go for 1 MA.
Well, I got a lot of arcane balls, so why not
Yeah, you
use
got
it?
quite some.
And that's basically where all our item that we farm for are gonna be used.
You also want to make sure you don't get hit by his claws because he can inflict paralyze, which is bad time. The left one you can easily dodge by standing very close to him. The right one, or from our side perspective, the right one you need to actually dodge.
Also, there is no point in going for more than this second heart, because that's you need to kind of go to the NA after that, and going for the third combo stage kind of doesn't help for it. And also the 2 stage are fast.
Okay, stun is not happening.
But yeah, before the arcane strat that we have right now, the strat was to just use normal attacks with wind. And that's slow. First MA, double MA.
So beautiful.
And then it's not dead, then you switch to fire and you use ground fire. But that's always been the strat.
Yeah, switching equipment. Do considerable damage.
Oh, he has fireball. Okay.
Ooh, Calamity Flare, scary skill. This one actually gets interrupted.
And I believe
automatically,
it's...
so...
Is it Sinister Soul or is it...
I'm actually not 100% sure, I never paid attention, but I would say it's Sinister Soul or Meteor Storm.
Yeah, I was
one of the
wondering
two
if-
is probably...
Okay, this way.
I think it's Sinister Soul. I'm pretty sure it is.
It could be, yeah. I've actually never seen... Outside of the cameo battle, an enemy casting Meteor Storm in this game. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
You've never seen
There's
the
only one
Dragon
enemy
Zombie?
I know of. There's only one enemy I know of that casts Meteor Storm. And that's a cameo fight.
Well, there is also the Dragon Zombie that can cast it.
Oh, right, true. Well, okay.
Oh,
Well, the
that
Dragon Zombie is normally dead in like 20 seconds for me, so I probably
You
never
are
seen
sure,
it.
okay. It took me like 20 minutes casually on intense without any gear farming.
Give me half a minute on chaos casually and ripping that guy apart.
Yeah, but you know this, how this game works.
Yeah, true, definitely. Yeah, no, actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, true. So, we are actually coming into the worst area of the game, basically. And that is the forest we started with. We passed through the first time. Why is that the worst area? Because we have narrow corridors or passages to go through. And we got treant enemies blocking our way, probably massively. Because treants have a hitbox that is like 20 miles wide. And even if you hit 1 pixel, you're gonna get caught. So this is gonna be dangerous, definitely, to just go through that. So probably Shin needs to save and reload a couple times if it goes wrong.
At least quick save, because we don't want to see a game over.
Yeah, if you die in normal encounter, it's game over, sadly. No retry there.
Because normal encounters from this point on are super dangerous.
Oh, God. And I got a tree. First one. Hoorah.
Yeah, instant quick save. I cannot pray on this as much as I can. And then we got the first block, right? There we go. You see like... Oh wow.
Yikes.
That is
trees.
a werewolf. Ooh, you got another one?
Another one.
Oh, he actually
Another
got... Come on, Shin, you're way too greedy for this.
Nah, he's greedy enough.
It's
That's
me.
That.
No. Okay, you got
Now you
lucky
just
that the
built-
casts are getting interrupted. Wow.
Now you just build BG on the Trent.
Yeah.
That's the strat.
I got already like what? 3 tree spawns?
Mm-hmm. You got some more there.
That's 4.
Wow. I usually have like a ton of werewolves in here, and not as many treants.
Oh, that was 5, but then
I
one
guess.
disappeared. And here reappeared.
Oh, you were skipping the elixir in the forest. I see.
Yes. I don't
Just
really...
grabbing the one in Arthur's throne.
Can I not get trees?
No.
Never mind.
I did.
I got...
Oh wow.
the tree respawn every time.
From a tree to a tree. Well,
Yeah.
how about that?
I don't have any snacks, do I?
I
Oh
yet
no,
to
not
have-
again. Wow. Okay, he was actually.
Well, time
behind me.
for the meme dog.
Oh yeah, Cerberus. Here we go. LGD. Your turn.
That guy is the worst boss of the game. By far. So we're going to see Sori actually do stuff here. By the way. Because we need the AI to proc the weakness. Because this guy resists fire and wind until, okay, you get super lucky, you mofo. That's pretty much what you want to see against this guy.
That was a lucky early stun. Let's be real here. And that is a still ongoing combo.
Well,
Are you serious,
I
man?
got a really good Traverse fight, I guess.
Wow.
The perfect one, yes. You got the burn early in, then the stun so that you could MA on it. And
Wow,
GG.
dude.
That's the fight you want to see here.
Why do I get
So
the good
you-
servers
That
during
was
bad
like-
runs?
Perfect fight. I mean, it could have gotten more perfect for another stun coming up, but my lord.
That's pretty much perfect.
But the perfect
Wow.
one is insta stun and then getting like 7-second fight.
Yeah, okay, yeah, true. But this is kind of like as good as it gets for a normal run.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Either he dies very fast because he gets burned.
No
burned
shop
early
refresh.
and then
Feels bad,
He
man.
dies, or Sora dies early, and then it's spaghetti all over the place.
Oh
So
yeah.
because like Sora still gets one shot at this point. Like reminder, he has no defense. And you're cursed to never see any good shops here for this run, aren't you?
Nope, no Elder Garden, dude.
No Elder Garden or feels bad, man.
Yep.
So this one
alright.
is also important. We never really talked about the teleports, but the one at the beginning of the game and this one, these two are actually the most important safe spots we need to activate because they shorten travel time by a lot. If you're missing out on these two, you are in, well, not big trouble, but you have to do some extra walks.
Yeah, you basically need the two that you need to be careful with is the one next to the first forest before entering it, and the very first one.
Yeah.
In Mabinojo.
Also, if you're kind of like confused by this area, there is like a simple rule, or maybe two rules. The first rule is always follow the path where enemies are, or make sure you are in between two pillars that to the left or and to the right. So each side one. Also, this is probably casually one of the most difficult fights I've seen around.
Really annoying ones.
I've seen a lot of people really struggling on this particular fight. The next one is not so bad, but this fight actually gave a lot of trouble to a lot of players.
Well, it's kind of easy to do because once you understand that you can use spells and the AI can block your spells, the enemies can block your spell, you're fine. Then can just keep spamming crown fire. Easy. The only problem is that Sora start as fire armor and you want fire on Rose, so you need a little bit of setup. And as you could see, Sora got stunned and killed right away at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, you can easily die. Also, these skillers are definitely worth avoiding.
Yeah,
I experienced that in personal reasons. In the early days when the runtime of this game was like 6-7 hours. My first run actually died 8 hours in the upcoming area because I was too greedy to kind of like get to the shop, and I actually got caught into a dangerous encounter of skillers. And it didn't took them like 10 to 20 seconds at max to say goodbye run, thanks for trying.
Sorry.
No,
again.
don't do this. Yikes.
Oh boy, what's happening?
Yep. That happened.
That hurt. Ooh. Yep. Hello combo.
That's how stupid these fights are sometimes.
Wow.
You get combo to death.
Arrow's Wall has a ridiculous area of effect. It's probably one of the largest areas on skills. Besides Earthshaker. Earthshaker is like the whole battlefield. Yeah, that escalated quickly, definitely.
Now this is pretty much what you wanna see. Wind Arma trying to attack you at close range while you just murder water, and Wind Arma is just getting caught up in the crown fire and just dies.
Simon fight. So let's hope she doesn't split up. It's not the worst case scenario when she splits up. It can be okay. The problem is if she splits up and spreads out, then you can actually be in trouble. Because she's a high damage spellcaster, and if she is like 4-person spellcasting, you're gonna get a lot of AoEs under your belt.
This fight is usually fine though because she's always aiming for the lowest HP person, so again, not the one casting crown fire. So you really just need to stay next to her to be in range for crown fire, that's it.
Under speedrun conditions, you need to spam, especially crown fire, because it's like the highest control skill you have available.
And also very good DPS.
The DPS is also pretty insane, definitely. It's one of the highest damage skills in the game. For consistent damage, that is.
Also interrupts spells.
But the control aspect is like the biggest part about it, because you kinda like be on the safe strategy here. Because as you have seen just now, you can easily die in like 10 seconds.
And also to point out that
really long.
anytime you are delaying a spell, you build SC again, so you kind of... If you do the thing properly, you can never run out of SC.
Yep.
So you're always gonna cast a spell as long as you have a combo stage for it, and if you can just be in range of enemies, they are always going to be in the air.
Why it's casting instantly is because we're setting it to instant cast. You can change the ability, as Phil mentioned in the chat, to directional buttons. So we are not building up from previous spells. We are directly casting it, which causes a longer cast time as well. We are getting the full cast time, but it's possible to loop it with good timing.
And also, if you take a step before casting, that reduces the cast time anyway. So what you can do is just like use all your combo stages as you meant to step, armatize, and then you're going to have a really...
Well, this sucks.
The thing about whoa. Okay, that was scary.
I guess I'm killing dragons today.
Oh, hi.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. This is going to take forever.
No, not forever, but it's pretty dangerous.
Oh no, it's actually hitting some weaknesses because
yeah, I'm using AI to proc the weakness there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Dogo all over again.
Still, it's taking a while.
Like they have AoE attacks as well. That's the biggest problem. And it's multi-hit breath.
That's a real problem right there.
Yeah, as long as Sorry is alive and actually doing stuff properly, it's okay. You can kill them one by one, and as long as you are keeping them kind of like in controlled, you're good. It takes sadly a bit. But if they start getting like attacks off, it's bad news bears.
Oh, also it is outside strong, so totally not foreshadowing Berseria right there.
No, absolutely not.
There's absolutely no foreshadowing of Berseria whatsoever in Zestiria.
No, because it's a sequel to Berseria.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no reference to Innominat whatsoever.
Nope.
Absolutely no reference to Hellkite whatsoever. Absolutely no reference to Zavid and Eisen relationship. Nothing of that.
And LGG is absolutely not trolling, no.
No, and also I totally forgot about Minotaur. Totally not.
Yeah, these are the enemies we want to see, Mammoth. They are fairly easy to handle, they are fairly slow, big targets.
I guess I got Retribution.
Big damage. See?
You got oh, nice!
Easy! I told you it was easy to get on my first way through.
Yeah,
but you don't believe, you chaos addict.
So you wonder, Retribution, you were talking earlier about it. It's an interesting skill, but it's a dangerous skill as well. Basically what it does, if you guard an attack, the amount of damage will be taken onto the next attack you are dealing, but it cannot exceed the max amount of HP you have. So basically it's 3 DPS that gets added up, and I'm taking this in consideration for like a possible attempt on an NG any percent true Helldive run, because this skill is making it definitely easier to deal damage. But it's dangerous because you have to actually take damage under guard conditions, which sure you're saying, yeah, but you are guarding. Well, damage is still high from bosses, even under guard.
Also, just want to point out that managing wind stab in this dungeon is very, very fun.
Okay. I mean, you're lucky that there are specters.
Yeah.
This could have gone south like really fast. Specters are very easy to kill and very fast as well. As you see, they don't have much HP and get a good amount of damage in. It's just the amount, so as long as you're keeping them interrupted on casting, it's okay.
It's just
but
that it's
something like these Garudas or spiders or dragons or so, and he probably would have ripped nearly.
Spiders are fine actually.
Spiders overall are okay, but they can be nasty at times. I had my encounters with these for some reason.
Well, it's like the last encounter you wanna fight out of all of them outside. Inside, there is the Black Panthers and the armors that you wanna fight. That's it. But at least that's something you can kill.
That's correct, Sora. Yes. The more SC you have left, the higher is the regeneration. So you never want to spend all your SC. You want to go like to half at max, if possible. Depending on the circumstances, obviously. If you can finish off, then go for it, use all. But you want to kind of like pace yourself a little bit. Oh man,
I mean,
big stairs.
Really to learn. Spacing is really easy to learn once you figure out how to...
Time for memes.
Time for memes, are you sure? I don't know about that.
He's gonna use the water ability, the water beam.
Oh, the held up Kamehameha.
Yeah, that's the really annoying one.
No, it's cool.
It's cool, it's dangerous.
The big question is, are we going to see anime from TheEndd0?
Oh, I pray for the love of God we don't.
That was too quick.
That is in the rip. The first fight overall is normally fairly tame. You just push him down a little bit, but that's about it. Ooh, that one hit, but not that much. Good crown fire.
Nice super armor.
The second phase is where it gets dangerous because he gets additional attacks on below 50% HP. One of them is a big AoE, which can also trigger his MA.
I feel when no BG.
Yeah, I was like...
when Dead Rose. Please heal Rose. That's key.
I'll let the AI do the work.
I doesn't know how to use his RPG when it's water armor. The good thing about water armor Rejuve is that it's going to heal you 90% of your HP, which is very nice.
Yeah,
it doesn't deal damage like Earth and Wind, but at this point the damage would be very low and not worth going for. So we really just only care about the healing part. So water Rejuve is good shit.
Ooh, ouch.
That is fine.
Oh, he was charging up his Phoenix attack.
Yeah, Hellfire
It's
release.
actually good that he's doing concentration. Hellfire release, there again, not getting through. This is a good loop right now.
And Lance Howl is what's triggering his NA. So you don't want to get hit by that. Or you want to get hit by that while you're casting Crown Fire because you don't get staggered, so we can trigger his NA. And
nice. Nice. Okay, final boss. Well, more or less final boss. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got big. So, that's a rip on Sora already. So we want to make sure that Layla is never paired up with Sora in this fight, because as soon as we are hitting the DPS race, when he is about to get knocked down and starting to cast Indignation, the Seraph that is tethered or paired with Soray is gonna get shoot into Haldal. And we don't want to lose Layla because she is our main source of damage, and if we lose Layla, we have a big problem.
Also, everyone else is going to die, but that's fine because they are going to be revived once we hit the threshold.
Yep.
And also, we did not point out, but if you get the moment where he's stunned and try to use Indignation, if you cast Indignation, you're dead.
If he finishes it off, you have like 5 seconds of time to deal enough damage.
Well,
if it's not enough, then you are dead.
I once got he once got Indignation off, and I survived with like 200 HP before he died. I really don't understand how I managed to actually survive until.
The thing about Indignation is it's a multi-hit, and multi-hit abilities only kill you on the last hit. So until you get the last hit in, you will stay on 1 HP. And this is actually still the time where you can do damage and possibly make the DPS gate. I had that multiple times, so it's scary. It's absolutely scary.
So the combo you wanna go for is either 1 dash and then Crown Fire, Tower of Blood, Crown Fire, and then Banish to keep the combo going and get extra damage, or start the do the same combo but starting with Rain of Fire because that has chance to get a death down, a defense down. There we go, which is a hell of a lot of extra damage. But at the same time, you wanna stay in that corner where Shin is, because that way he knows he can only be hit by 1 attack. So that whenever Elbaf tries to use the attack, you just guard and start again.
Yeah, also, depending on the difficulty, you have different HP gates. On normal, I think it starts out at 10k and goes up by 5k each. In comparison, on Chaos difficulty, for example, it starts out on 25k and ends up by 40k. You need to do damage in like 10 to 15 seconds.
Rhapsody, in order to get a little bit of extra HP, and also extra HP, because Rhapsody doesn't only heal you, it gives you extra HP.
It's not directly a heal, I got also misleaded by that. It's basically healing you for the amount of max HP you get added, so it's not an effective heal actually. It increases your max HP and you get the difference that goes up additionally on it as well.
Well, that's not true.
It kinda counts as a heal, but it's weird.
Jin was at max HP, it was not at max HP, and he was at max HP after Rhapsody, so...
Yeah, because it triggers afterwards. It triggers afterwards, the difference.
Also, Dancing Cyclone is the other attack that can hit you, but if you keep your spell up,
you're guarded against it.
Oh, also, every Seraph are dying right now. They're being sacrificed in order to kill
I played really safe that part there.
Yup. Whoop. Okay, we Gucci. Okay, final stretch. Now we have to control Soray because Layla is automatically bound to Soray. So we have to do stuff with Soray now.
Yeah, and the hardest part is keeping Soraya alive until you armatize and then it's fine. Mostly.
Yep. His damage is a little bit lower, not by that much. Overall, he can still manage.
The only real problem is that you don't have a force combo stage, so once you pull Tower of Blood, you have to banish right away, which is
he's going up.
Unless you do triple Crown Fire, which is less DPS, but also way safer.
You don't want to see him going up. Alright. Last 20k or so.
Go.
Down for the count. So, question for your head. How many people brought the next Helder fight to 1 HP?
What, seriously? There are people who did that?
Yep, they are. How many
Shit,
people
son.
did that? Because if you don't know, you can end this fight in like 10 seconds.
You just use the elixir that we got in Arthur's Throne. That's 3 BG. Lion's Hell
Just
for
MA.
good measure. And MA. And that's in G.
I actually had no idea on my first playthrough. I actually put him down to 1 HP. I never used an MA on him.
Alright, so after this is the run that you all waited for. Like, this game is over.
Wow, well, we have 1 minute and 10 seconds of Walk of Shame.
Yeah.
This is the infamous Walk of Shame we have to sit through because we have 2 more inputs to do.
Yeah, same fell.
And it happens. It's not like it's clear that you can just MA him, but I found that out accidentally on another playthrough because I was like, okay, yeah, I can actually MA him. I want to beat him. I'm gonna give him like the level 2 MA, and then I was like, wait a second, what? Okay. No, it's nothing saying actually. No, not at all.
Well,
Just tell me when to press time.
it's time for Stabby Stab.
Just
Yes,
and
play
time.
5, 10, 17. GG.
5, 10, 17. Pretty good for this run, I guess.
That sounds pretty
Considering
good,
the last
definitely. That's a
two
solid run.
years, right?